Where we're coming off a depressing one. It's ruining any chance of an undefeated season here in the Mountain West, but trying not to turn that into 2 losses. We're going to take on 0-4 North Dakota State. And I shouldn't give the road team a full form, but we're going to work on this.
Glad to have you with us from the Sun Bowl in the West Texas town of take shade here in our coverage of EA Sports College Football. It's the North Dakota State Bison and the UTEP Miners. Reese Davis along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down the sideline. The Miners headed for the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll start the return inside his spot. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And North Dakota State will have the football first as their offense heads onto the field. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. Everybody wants to make big plays, but he's got to take them when they're available and not force safety. Off-play action on first down. He's going to go for a big one. Goes high to pull it in. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds, marking at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. That last makes me one that can really jump-start a drive. It's first and 10 from the 47. Off-play action. Tight end finds a soft spot.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Catch in the middle, it's Cunningham.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out. But he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why.
The short hand is Cunningham. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And you've really seen the evolution of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and a little quarterback gets it out of his hands, and you just watch. They can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. We've seen that here. They have speed. It kills you. Guys get a little space. They just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way back up against the goal line.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. And this throw is incomplete.
And this has been a really good first drive. And you talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different coordinators. Nice drive downhill. Now set up a third down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to keep these field goals. Because you know, kicking field goals sometimes down the road.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that was the first push of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is on his own.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lane. They'll stop him at the 16. The Miners offense coming onto the field, and we'll get out first look at them in this one. Just played them in a nightmare of a game last week.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow, it's got to get better, and they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Just those are the foolish things. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarter.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game, and they believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. Going backwards, and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions to turn it over. That's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They take it out of the 34-yard line. And the Miners with the first and 10. The run inside. It's Ball. Makes it past the marker. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
To the air on first down. Moving out of the pocket. Just couldn't find another man. He'll get rid of it. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they can throw it again. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Third and 6 yards to go. Run the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Miners come to the line with a fresh set down. Makes that last connection in the passing game. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. They've got him. Great pressure on this defense.
And that is a great job by the defense, maintaining and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go. He did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Making side adjustments here. Got a little press. Knocked off his feet.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next down manageable. Try to get it where it's not predictable. I think the offense does a really good job being smart, taking the defense game.
They've got enough for the first down. They're in the red zone at the 20.
And as a defensive guy, you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay. It just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. He just tossed that one out of bounds to avoid the sack, to avoid the turnover. You've got good plays here on down. We'll see if the offense can give the change after that incompletion. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A third down stop. Now see what they do on fourth down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show the drive. And that's going to give us a tie ball game here in the front.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things going in this round. In the settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, listen, I think the first part was the most important. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and get 6 points.
They'll go right back to him. Defense in the right spot. They stop him for gain to the 28.
I think there's a couple schools of thought how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. This offense kind of took the other direction. They came out from...
What a play to set him up. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking downfield on first down. Hires deep toward the end zone. They went for it all on the first play of the drive and come up empty. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes the catch. It's good. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Passing game, get this drive going. Let's see if they try it again. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and second and 6. They want to run it left here. Runs through the tackle. They get him down. He was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Kill the legs, take the legs out from underneath them, so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards out the time.
He makes it grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Second and goal coming up. Quarterback keeps. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Niners. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with a score from the 4. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. North Dakota State sends the offense out ready to get things rolling on this drive. These two teams feeling each other out down 10-3 as they open this drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's second and long from the 24. Back to pass. Got out of trouble. Intercepted. Got him on the return. And they'll get it down after a solid return. They are so close to a score they can smell it on the first play of the drive. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with a run. And he's in. Touchdown, UTEP.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26 and gain of 1. Time winding down the quarters, they come to the line. Looks as if he's going to run it. They throw it in reverse, and that's the final play here in the first period. We've come to the break, and UTEP holding the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Tight end now in motion. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him, knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The punt team takes its way out of the field. He's got it. He'll be got it out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, UTEP. He Broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
You know, oftentimes in college football, like you saw right there, they're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Let's see what this offense has done this time. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Palmer. That keeps the running game churning, pick up a 5 to the 23.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. That is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get off the ball, get downhill fast.
He breaks the tackle. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. This time he wants to throw. Works the middle of the field. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running.
This is why there's a lot of receivers that go alligator arms and they start tiptoeing over the middle of the field because you don't want to be living with these big physical linebackers. This guy, though, completely fearless, crosses the defender's space and makes the catch. Gets absolutely laid out by the linebacker, but he holds on anyway.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand the blitz and they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Pulls it and fires to the left. Could not make his way to the corner.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier.
Off the RPO, complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, down on the UTEP sideline, one of the things I'm keeping my eyes on, guys, this quarterback is banged up. He has got so much wear and tear. Coming off that loss last week, he said it's been a challenging week of practice. And I can tell you, early in this ballgame, this is something I'm going to keep my eyes on. How he is performing, moving under center, dropping back, and how his arm looks.
There's some. Boy, he's over 100 now at 102 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Proctor. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Now the offense wants. Everything straightened out, they call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. And the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to. And then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
On third down, he drops the throw. Complete to the left. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Miners look to keep this drive humming. This time they'll go to the running game. They stop him just a link or two short. And man, what they can do on second down here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success in the offensive side.
Well, the running back did a nice job there. Keeping his feet moving, he was able to drag some defenders to get that first down.
The Miners pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to the ground. Could be an alley. Knocked out at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
You got to get amazed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead. They've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And the Miners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. This defense just can't get on the field. The offense unstoppable. Looking to throw on first down. Got away from trouble, he got rid of it. Got his man. They stopped him just short of the first down, but it will be second pitches coming up.
Quarterback dropping back, understand. I'm getting zone coverage. I'm going to be a little patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver that drag and I get the first down.
Quarterback will keep it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Miners. The kick is up and good. And one more on the lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. He'll bring it out. It's Gentry. Tackle brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Boy, they brought in a big saw here in the first half, and maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse. And this offense needs to start now. We got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue because you've done yourself a significant point.
He moves the chains and now mark the ball at the 33.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing, they're going to be kicking off to open the second half, so they need points, they need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
They stop it almost immediately. Short gain there. Still over ground cover to pick up the first. Back to pass on second down. Finds his tight end. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out. They call their first time out. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. Gonna run it. It's Palmer. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Trying to set up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They want a little extra time to go with this third and long if we've got a timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Hit and brought down the line of scrimmage. Tried to save time on defense. They use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They bring the runner onto the field now. He'll take it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and then they'll put it in play. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Skips away from pressure. Grabbed in the middle, it's Ferguson. He stopped just a chain maker away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Miners come to the line in this situation. You might say a shot play. He might want another play. Oh, bit of a gap. There's a crease. He goes out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39. And really nice pick up there. From the 39-yard line, it's first and 10. This time he wants to throw. Finds his man. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. Just a few seconds remaining here. They try to put something up before halftime. To the air on first down. He's going to run it. And enemy territory now at the 41 after a good game there. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. What a disappointment. No good. Oh, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one. We played two quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors. We're just about ready to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Guys, catching up with the UTEP head coach, he loves the way this offense is moving. The momentum has been intense. As you know, they play at that breakneck pace. The no-huddle seems to be working because they've got rhythm and momentum here. We'll see if they can get that up to start the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on if things slow down or if they're going to keep their foot on the gas here in this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior running back who's slow to get out. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. They created a lot of bravery with that first play of the drive. Now first down on the 39. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter, you want to keep it. You got to believe the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. You're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Running inside. It's Wall. Got him for the first. All down, but he is enough to move the chains. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. So as they take a look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. And the Miners getting set on first and 10. He leaves it with the back. Brought down to the 26-yard line after they pick up 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on first down. Stand out of the air. The ball is down to the 14 after that grab.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success that first half. So in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this time. Operating in the zone here on second down. Back to pass. Looking to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. From the shotgun, the inside kid. Touchdown, UTEP! And they add 6 more men to the house.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Dakota State takes the offense out, ready to get things going this drive. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Second down coming up. Keeps it on the option, and he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups: run the football against the defense that's susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? So far, not a lot of success.
Team makes its way on the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on the punt. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it, floating down toward the earth. Coverage team gets the job.
I had to conserve some of this.
Mark it down on the 38-yard line. The Miners offense all set and ready to start the drive. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
Hey, guys, I'll be really curious to watch this offense down the stretch and see how they handle this. They've got a big lead. They can probably just continue to run the football. I like how the running back stayed in bounds right there, too. Keep the clock moving. Or do they like their numbers? Do they want to continue to put the gas pedal to the floor, be aggressive, try to score points? Be interested to see how they handle this situation.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got his man. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Makes the catch. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Miners have their offense in high gear. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. And the Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Wall. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up, facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, UTEP! And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Palmer. Turning it on. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offense. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Man, this tight end, he is like a receiver once he has the ball, isn't he? He's so elusive. He can make people miss. He's got some wiggle, and he's got some speed. This defense, they have their hands full trying to bring this guy down.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Got it, looking for a 1st. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. This drive has been sharp. They've moved the chains a couple of times. Now 1st and 10 from the 42. Wants to go right back downfield. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got his man downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Palmer. Got enough for the 1st. Here's a little room there. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, North Dakota State.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Firing to the right, complete. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver. Man, their fans have been hungry to see that. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Complete. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going long. And that one would have been picked off if he could have stayed in bounds, and the quarterback will live to tell about it. That's the end of the quarter, and UTEP has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Well, I got to give the defense credit on.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They want to run this quarterback. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Miners come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and long. Quick handoff. Maybe a crease. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowe will give us an update on his condition. And the Miners lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Play number 9 on this drive. Wants to throw on first down. Plucks it out of the air. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The Miners can really attack on this second and short. It's complete to the left. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. And the Miners, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. He's got it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And you watch the right defensive end get in there so fast, rush the passer, get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. I love the replays of these things when you can really hone in on that one guy on the one side and you just watch him go to work.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. From the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. Smashes through the tackle. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Scanning the field, it's Boykin. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. And here comes the punt team. Hauls it in at the 25. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Takes the handoff. It's Proctor. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Here comes the offense on second down. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play